Hi, welcome. First Aid Friday. We're looking at hypothermia. The word hypo means low, thermia means temperature. It's when a person's body drops below its normal, which is 37 degrees centigrade. The actual classification of hypothermia is 35. Anything below that is classified as severe hypothermia, at 30 degrees. Now, if your body temperature, core body temperature, drops to that temperature, 30 degrees, the chance of survival is extremely low. So let's have a look. It's that time of year. The temperatures are dropping. We're at higher risk of it if you are elderly, if you do outdoor activities, also if you decide to walk home after a night out and you think, it's only 4 miles, I'll be fine. Anyway, moving on. So what is it we need to do? So if you see a person is shivering, that's actually good. That means that it's our body's natural way of trying to warm us up. It's when that shivering stops is when we get concerned. So what are we going to do for that person? Of course, we're going to call 999. You suspect hypothermia, you have to call 999. Get them on the way. We then want to make sure that they are into shelter. Now, if you can get them into a home or even a shed or somewhere, then that is great. If you can't, then find shelter maybe amongst trees or behind a wall just to protect you from the wind. Then we need to make sure that we actually warm the person the safe way. Lots of people say, well, why don't you rub them? That's really good. What I want you to do is all rub your arm. Just rub it as fast as you can right now. And you feel it getting warm. Why? Because all the blood is rushing up to the skin. And that is what we don't want to do. What we want to do is keep the blood in the core so that we keep all those vital organs happy. So how are we going to do that then? This is how. If the person has wet clothing, if you can, remove wet clothing, including socks, and replace with dry clothing, if you have. We also want to cover the head. A lot of heat escapes out of our head. So here we go. Hat on. Good stuff. What else? If they are on damp ground, we want to protect them from the ground. So put a blanket, cardboard, anything under them just to separate them from that ground. Then we want to wrap them in something like a blanket. So if you've got a blanket, pop it around them. So when you are doing outdoor activities, make sure you have the tools, if you suspect hypothermia, to try and keep all that heat in. Good place for them to put their hands? Underneath their armpits, yeah? That will keep all the heat nice and cozy. Are we going to give them anything to drink? Again, if you want outdoors activities, it's a real good idea to always have a flask with you. We want to give them warm drinks, not hot, it's got to be warm drinks. We also want to give them high energy food. So if you are walking out and about, slap a bit of chocolate in. So then we're creating energy and we want to keep that energy inside. So this is how you're going to warm them up, really. Remember, you're calling 999. A couple of things you do not want to do. We've already mentioned one of them, which is rubbing the skin. We also don't want to move. We don't want to exercise, to run on the spot or anything. Because if they do that, they are using all the energy that you are trying to create to keep them warm. Okay? Other thing not to do, the St. Bernard dog is being made redundant. We do not want to give them any alcohol. How do I put this? It's an artificial warmer-upperer. That's a great word, that is. Anyway, so just be mindful. Check on your elderly neighbours this season, just in case. They might have fallen over and they can't get back up. And so look after your neighbours. And also make sure you pack the right things for your outdoor activities. Just these simple little things can make a difference, potentially from life or death. Anyway, I'm Sarah, still eating the chocolate, owner and trainer of First Aid at Work Aberdeen, in partnership with Mini First Aid. So happy Friday, and remember, keep warm. Bye.